Hi, my name is Nicole Denise, author and creator of She Just Writes Net, and this is She Just Writes TV, where we answer the burning questions that women writers have about the writing profession. So today's question is, how do I find an editor or a copy editor? Now, I was asked this question by one of the women in our Facebook group, and first, before I can go into the how, I want to answer first the what. So what is an editor, and what are the different types of editors, first of all, that you will find in the publishing and the writing industry? So the first type of editor is a developmental editor. And as the name suggests, you go to a developmental editor when you're in the development stage of your project. So you have this idea, you want to write this book, or you want to start this blog, or you want to just start whatever your writing project is, and you have an idea, but you haven't physically written anything yet. And what a developmental editor will do is they will help you develop an outline for your book, as well as further flesh out the concept for your book. Now, a developmental editor will not write your book. That is a ghostwriter, but they will guide you through the process from idea to finished draft. The second type of editor is a substantive editor, and this type of editor is the one you come to when you have already written your first draft. What a substantive editor will do is they will look at the substance of your work, and then they'll suggest how you can rearrange certain parts to create better flow. So for example, if they might think that your chapter 1 needs to be your chapter 5, and so on. So they will go in and they will actually start rearranging different things and giving you ideas of how to make your work flow better for the audience that you're trying to write this piece for. The third type of editing is copy editing, and a copy editor will take your work after it's gone through the first two stages of developmental and substantive editing, and then they will take your work line by line and check for things like grammar, punctuation, syntax structure. So this is the very technical aspect of editing. The last and final type of editor is a proofreader, and a proofreader is simply the last pair of eyes that is on your work. They're going to catch the ands and the ands and the theirs that so many people mess up in editing, and sometimes that are overlooked through the other processes and stages of editing. So a proofreader is not going to give you grammar points. They're just going to make sure that everything is as it's supposed to be right before it goes to print or right before it is published digitally. So that was the what, and now I'm going to answer the question of how do you go about finding these people. So my friends laugh at me, but my philosophy is always God, then Google. So if you're in the Atlanta area like I am, all you have to do is type into your Google search bar Atlanta proofreaders or Atlanta developmental editors, and you will get a whole list of people out there that are ready to take on your work. So when looking for editors, I always suggest that you find editors that will give you a free sample edit, and this is usually 10 to 15 pages of your manuscript where you actually get to see how that editor will be editing your work, because editing, like anything else, you have to find a good fit for it to work, because you won't gel and your work won't mesh with all editors and their styles. So don't be afraid to go through a couple of different people before you find the right fit. And also, you want to see the type of editing that your editor does. So for example, they may be a hard copy type of editor, which means they will print out your entire manuscript and actually physically use a pen to write on your hard copy manuscript and then send it back to you. Or you may get an editor who is into digital editing, and that will take place on the Microsoft Word platform in what is called track changes. So all of their comments and their corrections will be in the margin of your digital Word document when you get it back, and that's simply emailed back and forth between the both of you until you nail down your final product. So I hope this has helped you, and I hope you continue to get your work edited, because like I always say, there are no really great writers, there are only great editors and revisers. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below, or ask them on our wall on Facebook, or you can tag me at She Just Writes TV on Twitter, and I can also get your questions from there. So until next time, see you later.